Glory to God. We are now back live. What's up, y'all? It's me, KD, your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader. All things divine. Back with another live. And today I am behind the scenes in the studio doing my thing, coming back with a bonus live, is what we're going to call this today. Because I was thinking that we were pretty much done with our birthday party custom party favors, but I'm thinking I do want to try the hack for making the box, because I did find a template that fits my Cricut that fits my Cricut mat, that is 12 inches by 12 inches. So because I found a multi-sheet template is actually what it's called. I do have a video that I filmed and will attach, upload, all that good stuff for this video behind the scenes of where I got the multi-sheet template from. But I am going to go ahead and pull up on my iPad. Let me get my Cricut design space. Okay, so also, here's the multi-sheet template right here, which we will be making on the Cricut template, because I thought that my Cricut app was as updated as the App Store said it was, but it was not, which is why it was not connecting to my machine. But once I deleted the app, reinstalled it, then it was able to find my machine, reconnect it, because the app had updated. I had to reconfigure it, and then I did have to find a multi-sheet template that fit my, like I said, Cricut mat. And like I said, I do have a video of that coming soon, but I do want to try this because I have this poster board sheet right here, which we're going to have to cut to fit this 12 by 12 mat, in hopes that I could get what I need done. So yeah, this is just a bonus video so we can try this out, see how this goes in real time. This is the beauty of having YouTube, and yeah, trying things out live. So before we do anything, we want to thank God for this day. We want to thank God for protecting over us, watching over us, and covering us with a cloak of protection from the blood of the Lamb. Thank you, Lord, that this experimentation of sorts comes out in a way that makes some type of sense, that does not seem over complicated. Like, this is just gonna have to, Lord, it's gonna work out. You know what I'm trying to say, Lord. So be with us. Thank you, Lord. We love you. We thank you. We praise you. Happy birthday to everybody that's born today. Bible verse of the day is in the description, and the Bible verse is coming from John 8:12. This Bible verse is regarding the dispute over Jesus' testimony. And the Bible verse says, when Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me, that being Jesus, will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. And I know that's right. All right. So yeah, with us having the light of life, we're going to go ahead and turn this into some, I'm going to hopefully have me a nice little transition to where that actually comes out to do something. So yeah, grab your trees, your snacks, whatever the case may be. Check out part 1, 2, and 3 to figure out how we got here and making this stuff and making a party box. Like I said, we have the template here. I'm gonna try to make it with the Cricut machine, and let's see what we got. So yeah, like I said, like the video so I can come back to it if y'all don't have the time now. But if you do have the time now, like I said, grab your trees, your snacks, whatever the case may be, so we can go ahead and do this. So step 1, I have, like I said, poster board. This is apparently a 6-ply poster board. I had a whole pack of this just because I am a full-time crafter at this point. I'm getting back into full-time crafting because it's a bag in crafting. But hey, y'all, welcome to the live. Thanks for leaving some love in the chat. But we're going to maybe use this. Y'all know this only comes with 6 pieces of paper. I've already used 2 to 3, but I mean, I'm gonna have to use it on something. But a lot of people have used the printing paper that they use for their designs, which this is the paper that I use for the designs, to actually print then cut onto the box itself. I want to try that, which is why, like I said, I literally deleted the Cricut Design Space app, reinstalled it, reset it up with my machine, so that way we can actually see what it's talking about. So I have my heavy duty scissors, not even the crafting scissors, but the heavy duty scissors. I am just going to put this mat right here on top of it, and I'm just going to give it some snips. So I'm gonna snip about, oh, y'all can't even see, Lord, because the doggone poster board is so big. Okay, so boom, I'm like about right here maybe for the mat, and I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this mug all the way down. I also had to cut the dimensions for this box. Not even cut, but change the dimensions. In the crafting course that I took, the party box dimensions that they chose were 8 by 8 by 4. So it was like a nice big size party box. But my mat doesn't even cut that much, which is why I ended up taking my dimensions down to a 5 by 4 by 2 in hopes that, let me just put this right here on top of this, because I'm like, is this 5? Yup. See, look at that. I was hoping that a 5 by 4 by 2. Because I'm looking at 4, 5. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. We may have to change the dimensions of that, but I looked at another box, and let me see if it's on my iPad. I'm gonna let y'all in my business. There it is right there. Glory to God. It's right there, so y'all ain't gotta be too much in my business. God wanted y'all to see that, okay? Because this is what I have in mind. So this is where I got my 5 by 4 by 2 dimensions for the party box. And seeing, like I said, the party favors inside of this box. Like I said, originally the crafting course that I took, they said 8 by 8 by 4. But again, I wouldn't even want to hold a box that big. So I'm trying to use what I would do, okay? That's just what I got going on over here. Y'all, don't worry about me. Because I'm like, I don't even know what picture that was from. That must have been from last night. Because I have a scarf on my head right now. And that's why I'm behind the scenes doing my thing. So I'm always trying to tell on people. Minding my business. All right, so boom. Here I am scaling it over again. And I told y'all I can't even cut a straight line. Look at that. It's all crooked. But I am going to cut about what? Boom. We'll say about right here. Okay. So, again, it's not straight in the least bit, which is wild. And then I want to do the print then cut because, as you can see, this is just a manila color poster board. So let's move this out of the way so we can go ahead and prepare our workstation. Don't we love when the machine opens up? Bellissima. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Like I said, in any other crafting design video that I've made, I do write my brand name on the outside of the plastic film sheet. So that way, when I'm putting it back on, I know that this is the side that goes right here in comparison to this. So there's that. I'm just going to put this on here, covering every grid line as much as possible because I have pretty much every grid line covered here. So let's go ahead and go to make. And then I do have it set up for a score as well as a basic cut. So let me grab my scoring tool. So I do have a scoring tool so that way I do get the preferred lines on it. We'll slip that where that goes. And then I have the cutting blade. Hopefully, I've never done cutting this poster board at this 6-ply cut as this poster board says it is, but we'll see how it goes. But y'all see how I have everything lined up on, yeah, I'm like essentially every grid line, which is why I'm trying to have essentially everything on this grid line lined up. I'm gonna burnish this on here so it could cut as best as possible because like I said, I have never cut a 6-ply poster board on my machine. I do have different blades if need be that I got off of Amazon. If you've seen in any of my crafting videos, of any other crafting videos where you have different blades, but yeah. And I always use my light grip mat. Yeah, this is the light grip blue mat. I do honestly, it came with the blue, the green, and the purple. At this point, I only know where the blue is, which is why I use the blue. So yeah, that's why I use the blue. That's just the truth be told. All right, so boom. I also like to have a roller underneath here, something that rolls it back and forth, but I do not have anything. Oops, my bad, y'all. I was not trying to do that. But I don't have anything right now. So I may have to get up and get something, but we'll see. Yeah, because I don't know. No, because I'm not, this is my, yeah, that's too high. But like a paper towel roll, something that rolls back and forth up underneath it. Yeah, boom. So boom. Next. And then I'm selecting my Cricut machine. All right. So I have my machine set to light cardstock right now. This needs to be on poster board. And then I'm going to do the second. Y'all know how like it has one dot right here for poster board and then like another dot for like heavy poster board or heavy whatever it is. Like this is bonded fabric. Then it's like if you need the other button, it's like, okay, like it's a heavy bonded fabric. So boom. You could put it on custom. I did just change it to boom. Okay, so you can see how it says poster board plus. But if you change it to the regular one, it just says poster board. Okay, like I said, this is 6-ply. So I'm doing poster board plus. There's no mirror set to it. I do have my scoring stylus and clamp A, like I said, and I like that Cricut machine does also give you instrucciones. And then I also have the fine point blade and clamp B, so which is good. So this is still saying that it can take a fine point clamp blade. I do have, like I said, other clamps, whether it's the one that is lighter than fine point and one that's heavier. I really don't know the names because it gives you all the instructions. And then it says load mat. The mat is waiting for us to load it up, and that's what we shall do. I want my, and that's why I like having a roller, because it keeps the paper as flat as possible without rolling around, honestly. And I might have to get one. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now. I do have on my little Miss mismatch socks. This is how OG Juicy Couture I am. I've had these since I was about 15, 14 years old. I'll be 33 in a few days. But yeah, my mom got me these like my freshman, sophomore year of high school, because I used to wear mismatch socks every day and she freaking hated it. But I always wore Juice Couture. So, well, not always, but I wore Juice Couture. So when Juice Couture made these, and it even says little mismatch Juicy Couture, she got me these. So boom, I'm like, if y'all see me walking around in my, they purposefully mismatch. That's the moral of the story. If y'all see me walking around in the mismatch socks, it's because I love mismatch socks and they're purposefully mismatched. Like this one, oh, I can't even turn the bottom of my foot so y'all can see it. Oh man, without turning the camera. Okay, so boom, y'all can see a little bit where it says, and then this one is even blue where the other one is purple. Cause y'all, creative zone. So boom, because let me find something to hold this paper up. All right, so the first thing that I do see is just a vinyl roll. Like I said, I typically use the inside of this, which looks like a paper towel, but we're gonna go ahead and use this because, like I said, I like my paper. Now this one is honestly a little too high because it's a full roll, but I'd rather have it be up than down. So that's that. Then we're gonna load it up. All right. And that's what we are hoping to achieve. Let's go ahead and see what we get. So you also do need glue. Oh, so it's going to score first. I was definitely expecting it to cut first, but it's scoring first, which is going to give me the preferred folding lines. This machine is wild because I was definitely expecting a cut first. But this is going to cut the actual box shape out, and then we'll have to maybe use this piece right here to cut the last piece, which is like just one full sheet of whatever your material is, so that way it sits as the base of the inside of the box. So because I only have one mat, like I said, I had 3, but I'm down to this one that I have. And see how this one, it's done come off already, and I know this is gonna have to feed backwards. That's why I like the inside of it, but again, I can't find it at this moment. But right now, yeah, and it's not even cut yet, so I'm gonna just move it out the way until I have to use it. But yeah, we'll do the inside of this next for that inside piece. But for the gluing this box together, I'm not gonna glue it right now because I'm still deciding if I am going to use the printable paper and go in with the same branding that I have for the bundle. But y'all also remember I did stickers yesterday that I don't care for. So I was debating if I just, well, what did I do with the stickers? Okay, not really certain, but here's one that I have left of the stickers. And I didn't even want to use this one because I was like, well, what if I just, cut a circle of this out of the stickers and then just close the box up with the sticker? But I don't know if I want it to be this manila color. So maybe if you have maybe a colored box, maybe if it's white or black, I don't know, white would definitely make me want to add something to it. Maybe I'd be okay with the black and the sticker. Okay, so I can definitely see the preferred folding lines on here. Oh, and now we're cutting. So I'm looking at this because I'm trying to see if I want to cut twice. But it looks like it's actually cutting through nicely. Oh, it looks like it's actually going through and cutting twice itself. Don't play with that Cricut machine now. That's what that plus button does, eh? Okay. So I see that piece it has the U in it. So that must be this piece, which is the... Okay, so when you open the box up like this, that's the thumb flap. Got it. Okay. Because I'm having to remember which piece is which. I'm like, that would be the lid. That would be the thumb piece. Or is this the bottom? Because I think those would be the sides. But I'm also looking at it like, I don't know if I got... Well, I can't even go back to our reference image of our dimensions. I'm not really certain. But I'll see once I start putting stuff together and see if it's going to work or not. But if anything, at least I have the basic template. I may not have to change the... Yeah, looking at how big this image is, that'll tell me how big the box will be. So once this gets done cutting and I see what the base of this will be, that'll tell me how big... what can really fit inside the box. Like this... And like, is it just this much space over here to where like the water bottle could go underneath it? Because in my trio bundle, it's just this, and then where are the lighters? And then a lighter. Okay, so honestly, the cut looks good. Right. I'm like, the cut looks good. The cut looks good. Okay, so the top is gonna... So that can tell me how big it is. Honestly, all I'm getting up in there is this. So I'm gonna see it through just because I definitely want to see what it's gonna look like in its full entirety. So we'll take this stuff out after we get the next sheet loaded up. So let's go back here. Now I need to go to the layers, and then these groups need to be turned off, and then I need to turn this on. All right, so let's go ahead and yeah, that's up there. Let's make that. Yeah, it's literally just over the 5 and the 4. Okay, so I'm not gonna cut this, yeah, because it's pretty much already set to go. But I am gonna burnish it down so that way, especially when it does that second cut, I don't want my machine to have to fight, because I want my stuff to work as long as possible. And that's just what it is for me, okay? That's just what it is. Okay. So, let's make this. Right, and it's just a basic cut because that is the inside flap. It's already on Poster Board Plus. All right, so let's load it up. Soda was trying to come out. Oh, yeah. My chip bag not getting in that. I'm like, so I might have to use more poster board, but hey, we figured a little something out. Like I said, dimensions are off. Action is complete. Okay. Action is complete. All right. So I'm just taking this off because it's already in my hands, honestly. And yeah, it's cut much better than I ever would have done anything. So I was a little rough with it, but that's okay. I was just trying to get it off and get it done. All right, so that is one piece. The next piece is this one. So this could be my sample example box, because Lord knows, and that way I can write on these pieces which one is which. Because like I said, I'm assuming this would be a side panel. Again, stay tuned for the video for the template. Like I said, I made it. I just need to upload it. I screen recorded it when I did it for y'all. When I remember to screen record, I'll do right by y'all. Now I just gotta upload it and put it in the cards to be linked to this. Yeah, this is definitely some sturdy poster board, even with it being cut, which is good. But I'm like, good Lord, come on off. Come on off here. I'm feeling like an old Southern woman. And this is what happens working in real time. So, figure out what cardstock works for you. If y'all have any suggestions for me, do tell. Do tell. But for right now, we always use what we have until we get something better. Because I'm like, what we have works. You just gotta make it work for you. Okay, so I don't even know if y'all can see the preferred lines on here. And I don't even know which way they fold. I guess they would fold this way if I want that outside to be shown. So yeah, y'all see where it's like folding? That's where the score lines came from. But this is also so thick, boy. Boy. I'm glad they got. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, this must be a side piece. Because I'm like, and just thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if, I don't even want to say I don't know. But now it just makes me curious if just buying the 5x4x2 boxes. But I'm like, if this is 5x4x2, this still not enough for me, little baby. This has to be the bottom. Because I'm like, this would go, yeah, on the inside. And yeah, my chips would definitely not go in this. Now, a water bottle. Oh, a cupcake would. A cupcake would. Oh, but this not even a cupcake holder. With a slice of cake. All right, so I could clean up these edges, but again, this poster board is thick. So, child, it's giving me a run for my money. Let me actually also see if, yeah, I'm like, this mug's so thick, the scoring. I'm trying to do something to where the scoring folds. Yeah, this is definitely the bottom. Got to be. Alright, so I'm just doing... Oh, so maybe I should do that. Indent this way, and then just fold that mug back. Oh, child. Wow. Alright, at least it didn't take me the whole time to do it. You see how much easier that was? Lord, again, this way. We're doing it in real time now. We're doing this in real time. So, boom. Take this. Fold in. That way I can fold it back. And fold. Yeah. Figuring out my groove. So I'm like, okay. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know what this is. I'm like, is it a side panel? Because this has to be the bottom. I don't care what you say. This got to be the bottom. I'm talking about, I don't care what you say, but you got to care, girl, because you got to figure this out. I just started cutting out pieces because I'm like, but I feel like this. Okay, so wait, because I'm like, oh, yeah, this is the top. This is the top. Because I'm like, I thought it would be like, oh, it does go like this. That is how we're going, and you would open it up like this. Okay. So that's the top. That's not the bottom. See, it's me talking about I don't care what you say. That's something like, you got to care, girl, because something ain't right. So to anyone that voted bottom, go you. You're on to something. Okay. Because that would be that. So I got to figure out what holds this up. Because I don't know what this... I feel like this would be the side. I feel like that makes sense. But I can't figure out what... this is supposed to do. I don't know, because I'm like, something about this does look like it lines up a bit. And then, yeah, that looks like it's the same height. And then these are angled. So maybe that's why that piece doesn't have to be as big, because this is at an angle. So I guess the bottom, like I said, is this piece here. And I was supposed to glue everything to that? Nah. Okay, because I'm like, this is also what I gotta figure out. How does this attach? Okay, so I'm assuming these bigger pieces are the bottom pieces. And then these pieces must attach like this. Okay. Maybe. I believe so. Oh, but this flap would definitely be on the inside. And that flap would be like that. This flap would also definitely be on the inside. So hold that thought. Wait, would this be on the outside though, or would this be on the outside? I think I like this being on the outside. I hope that's what it's supposed to do. I like that being on the outside versus the other one being on the side out. Because when this goes on, yeah, and then these connect at the back. Okay, so once we get the dimensions, it's up. Again, not certain. Now, what the hell tin is this? What's going on? Wait, are these side pieces and this is the back? Good Lord, this is the back. This is the back. This is definitely the back. Good Lord. Again, we figuring this out in real time together. No judgment. Yeah, I would definitely have to label this. Definitely labeling this. And then just gluing this all together. Okay, so for the most part, I'm like, if it was glue, I got it. Like, for the most part, boom, it would be a box like this that you would be able to custom print on if it was in its full dimensions and entirety. But I need to label. Let me see. Do I have a pen in here? No. Okay, y'all. Like, gotta look at my mismatched socks. Little mismatched. Have my Cricut pens. Okay. So, this is the bottom. This is the base. Ooh, and this is the gel pens. This is the base. This is the bottom. This is the side, which means this. Oh, Lord, this the back. No, this the front. See what I'm saying? That's not even right. I'm like, front. This is the front. This is the top lid. Alright, that's the top lid. This is the back. That's the back. This is the side. And then this is the side. Okay. So, yeah, those are the same things. So it's a total of 2, 4, 6 pieces. But I now have to change the dimensions. So this is great for an example. We're gonna move this out of the way. And let's see what our dimensions would have to be in correction. I'm putting my protective cover back on it just to keep it as clean as possible from any debris or anything like that. Okay, so my apple, not even my, I was about to say my Apple pen. My wannabe Apple pen. Okay, it's on blue because I'm like, I don't even know if it's charged, but okay. So, boom. That is one group. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna, okay, so hold on. Let's actually, duplicate it. Okay, so boom. There we go. And then keep that one off. We'll turn this one off. Okay. Okay. Because now we're going to change the dimensions of this. So, oh, but this is the thing. My mat. Okay, so, no, this is the thing. We're just going to have to do it group by group, which is no problemo. We can figure this out. I believe in us. So that's going to be the top one. So then we're going to turn these other ones off so we can start playing with the math, making it make sense. Okay, so if this is on the Cricut mat 8, okay, so that's why the party box is 8 by 8 by 4, and literally this is, yeah, this is taking me to the Cricut mat. Okay, so this is, because I'm like, now I do want, like, a foot long box is wild though. But I'm like 8 by 8 by 4. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is, boom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So boom. This is 4. So now I do see why the box is 8 by 8 by 4. Okay, so now this is the thing. Because I think I actually, okay, so we'll just go ahead and save this. I already saved this, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a blank canvas. Okay. And I believe I did an 8 by 8 by 4 file in my multi-sheet. And I did. Glory to God. Okay. So now y'all can kind of see where I did with the 5 by 4 by 2. and hoping that this actually comes out. So this is what actually takes some time. As you can see, my layers, red is huge. It says this is a problem, this is the issue. We can't do this. I completely understand. So I'm gonna bring it up as much as possible so I know what I'm working with, and then I'm gonna break it up again so that way I can work with it. Take this group and this. I don't need any of this. Cut, printed, anything. Okay, so boom. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna ungroup everything first, and then I'm going to group each item. Oh shoot, ungroup. Group each flap individually. So I'm gonna group that. Each piece. Oops, I'm trying to do that. And then that's the bottom piece. So now that I have everything set up, this, like I said, my mat is 12 by 12. So boom, let me just open this up so y'all can see that the 12 basically stops where the layer opening panel is. So we have this much space on the, oh, and it's already set up at the dimensions for me. I was about to say, because now we need to change the dimensions, but no, we don't. It's already grouped and ready to go. If anything, we just need to score and cut. So boom. Okay, so that is one. So that would be on a mat by itself. Yeah, that's gonna be on a mat by itself. Okay, so hold on, and I'm gonna also take this. Somewhere, where is it at? Okay, so that's this that's highlighted. We can turn that off because we already know that's something that's going on that mat. This would be our hole, which is the front. So boom, we got the front right there, and then I'm assuming this, oops, so I was not trying to do that. It looks like this would be that back piece. Yeah, that'll be that back piece. So we can see if we can get this on the same mat. And it looks like we can. Because again, I'm like going up to the 12 mark. Yeah, the 12 mark is about right there. So those would be the only two things that I would get on that page. And that's cool. So boom, now I have both of these where I would like them to go. And then I can turn this off and work on the last two. So now I know I have at least maybe 4 pages that will be cut. Yeah, because there we are, my mat. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Because my mat is 12 by 12 and I'm off. So I need to bring this up. If I want to, there we go. I'm about to say, baby, because you are not about to rock out with me, huh? I'm like, I want to give it a little bit of reading room. Okay. So those, yeah, are the last two. And then this. Okay. So the inside of the box is 8 by 8. Okay, and then yeah, this literally ends on 8, and then 8 is, oh, I done hit y'all, my bad. So this right here ends on 8, and I'm like, the other 8 is down here, so maybe I could put it this way, and then boom, have the box more so set up like this. I'll have to figure that out. Just figure out the placement. Why do I keep only finding one lighter? I don't know what I'm doing with the other one. Okay, here it is. But I'm like, okay. Something like that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So now the next thing that must be done is correcting the scoring versus the cut. So I'm gonna turn back on the first one. Y'all can't even really see it. Yeah, cause it says the color is white, but yes, you still can't even see it. Good lord. I'm like, I wonder what the yellow would do. Not a thing. And I'm tapping it like this is Procreate. Okay, but either way it goes, I'm gonna try to bring it in so y'all can see a little bit better. But I don't know what that's gonna do for y'all. So I am going to go down because these first 3 will stay cut, so I don't have to worry about that. But the rest of these lines will need to be scored. I could have just clicked the multi and tapped the bottom 3 off, which would have made my life so easier. But I'm already here now, and I probably should just said forget about it and gone back up. All right, we finally made it to the top. Boom. So now we need to go to operation. Instead of it being a basic cut, it needs to be scored. So that way, A scores and then B cuts. Because we still want the outside to be cut, but we want the inside lines to be scored. So the inside lines are going to be scored. The outside lines are going to be basic cut. So that's it for that group, because that's the only thing that's going on that one page that can fit on this 12 by 12. Next, we have these 2, and this is what I'm talking about right here, where you just tap the group at the top, turn that one at the bottom off, and then go to operation. Instead of basic cut, it needs to be score, apply. So now those little lines are now scored, but this one big sheet, which is cut, will be cut. Yeah, because like I said, that first time I was definitely working hard and not smarter. We don't like that. So tap the top, turn the big piece off that needs to stay cut. The rest is already, oh wait. Because see, now this is the thing. See, I still got this group highlighted. Turn that off too. Make sure you don't have no other groups highlighted, because you don't want to have to go back and correct it. So apply that. Let's make sure everything over here is still scored and basic cut. Boom. Okay, so we did turn it off in time. And this is still a basic cut down here. This up here is scored. Perfect. We thank you. We're going to turn that off. And we're going to move on to the next group, turning it on. Selecting everything except this. And this is also why I like using my stylus wannabe Apple pen, because having to do all of this with your finger is a lot. Now this is the pen, as you can see, Cricut pens. So that is another operation that you can use. Instead of it being the scoring pen in there, you would just put the writing pen in there, and then your Cricut will write for you. Cricut will write for you, but we're trying to score. And then it's also, you do print then cut. I haven't tried that yet, but that is what I would try in putting the birthday pattern, which was this paper, from here onto here to make this. So boom, we'll apply that. All right, so we got the basic cut around the white, but then the lines on the inside are scored, which is just the preferred lines with, again, tool A. Turn it off. Last one and done. God is good. Turn on the score. Apply. And it's as simple as that. Next is solely cutting everything. And then print and cutting the design if you like. Which, again, I have not decided if that's what will be the next thing. When I tell you I'm nervous, because I'm just like, do you know how much paper that is going to take? Oh, my goodness. Is it worth it? I believe so. But I'm like, we only have, like, what, 2-3 pieces left? 3-4? I don't really know. Don't really know. Can't even tell you. But boom, we're gonna go ahead and turn on the lid. We still have this poster board here. I might have to go grab another one from the back because this one looks like it's only gonna give me about, I'm like, I do still have a little bit from this one right here. Not certain what I will be able to do with this one. I'm like, maybe that folded flapped piece. I don't really know. But let me see. I don't even feel like actually cutting. So I'm like, we'll just use a slicer and slice it off and keep what we can. The thing about these Cricut products, they're gonna come through. They're going to come through. This is the Cricut slicing tool. Highly recommend. Especially if you're someone like me that clearly can't cut a straight line. Poor thing. Oh, I guess I should have used this to cut. Let me see. Like, okay. Oh, I guess, well, I guess I won't be doing that. I guess you thought wrong. Let me find my scissors. As soon as I find my scissors, here they are. Okay. So let's go ahead and like, it is gonna score first and then cut. So while that's cutting, I can run and grab another piece of poster board. Okay. And then I cut it too small. But let me see, what's the dimensions on this? So I'm gonna go ahead and go to make. Okay, so let me turn. Okay, everything is off except for this one. Your project will be saved to my stuff, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and save it as 8 by 8 by 4. Save that to my iPad. Okay. Oh, and then let's go back because now this needs to be attached. And you see how the operation down there says mixed. That's because Cricut definitely updated their app. Like I said, my app thought it was updated and it thought wrong. Okay. So boom. This is going to be about into 10. So as long as I can make it to 10, I'm good. Over to, okay, boom. So I made it. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and burnish this on. Oh. Okay, so it's cutting to about down there. All right. All right. Okay, and then where's that vinyl roll? Okay, so boom, there we are. So it does again say score, basic cut. We have our 2 operations on there, and then we'll go ahead and click next. It's thinking about what it needs to do. It's on Poster Board Plus, as we already tried from our initial example go through. So we'll go ahead and let it go through. And it's not preparing to cut. We let it score and cut. And I'm gonna go grab another piece of poster board. They got something to say, y'all. I love that. Yeah, this is much bigger. I'm talking about much bigger. So I'm like, and just looking at the lid, yeah. Yeah, I could stuff. Look, and see my stuff will be stuffed in there. Good thing it should have some depth to it because sheesh. Okay, so this is a better looking top. It looks much better than, where's the example? Boom. All right, so this is, look, what we started with as an example, and then what we got. Much bigger, much better. I'm now grabbing the paper because I am just curious how much of the paper I would be using just for this piece right here. So it looks about to be a full sheet because that's the perforate line right there that would be glued, so you wouldn't even worry about that. And then that's glued. Well, it might not be glued. I'm debating because I'm like, that part you would see due to the thumb hole piece. And that's why you have print and cuts, because you could be creative and figure stuff like that out, which is what I'll do behind the scenes. But first we want to see if we can get this board to a box on our budget. And I know that's right. But I'm like, this being one is not bad. That way it does still go along with the party theme and party favors for the bundle. Because these would be the 3 things that go inside of this bundle. So I think, yeah, for the bundles, I'll do 3 items, whether it's chips, water bottle, lighter. I don't know. Let's say you want a shot glass. Ooh, I should do some shot glass, make some custom shot glasses. But I'm glad that we actually got this far within Virgo season. But I'm like, we got shirts that we got to make. We got a lot that we got to make. Like I said, I'm born this month. I'm really in my creative bag. I'm like I said, we got this. We got this. Okay? So I think I am going to commit to using my ink and paper And just like this stuff, all of this stuff just being an investment is just like, oh, but I'm like, scared money don't make no money. So I guess I need to stop being scared, eh? Hey. Okay. So let's go back now that we've gotten this. So we'll turn this group off because we have that. The next group would be these two. And then we'll go ahead and attach the two. That way they cut together. So now they're attached. Mix operation. Go to make it. All right, so now I see they're about, again, same thing. It's gonna be like, yeah, on a 10 by 10, pretty much like the same thing. So where's that piece of paper or poster board? Actually, can I use this one? No. Boo. Oh, but I can use this for the inside piece. Okay, because I'm like, baby, I need to use every little piece. Okay, yeah, this will work for this. I'm talking about when I tell you not cut straight, girl, girl. That's what the tools are for. Cutter machine, the other cutter. I don't like that little noise. Oh my gosh, it's getting me. Okay, so next we have a score and a basic cut. So let's go ahead and next it. It is on Poster Board Plus. It's waiting to be loaded. Let's do that. I do like to hold it until it's loaded so that way I know that it's like fed in there. That's just something that I've seen from Cricut users over my tenure in being a Cricketer. I'm so mad we're not called Cricketers. I cannot believe it's called Cricut. I'm telling y'all, that's gonna blow my mind because it was such a missed opportunity. Y'all, I did all of that thinking that there was not a pen inside of my supplies box. And it was, with a stylus on the end, because this is what I used to use before I actually got my wannabe Apple Pencil. But I love this so bad. I love my wannabe Apple Pencil over just using just like a regular stylus. Again, I couldn't imagine doing all of this stuff with my fingers. You got to have something. But I would recommend this. Like I said, $20. Get the accessories, $25. You good and comfortable to go. Like, check out my shorts, y'all. Because I definitely put y'all up on game. Oh my gosh, it's so much bigger. It's really blowing my mind. And while I'm doing all that yapping, I need to be cutting the next poster board. I hope y'all know I'm behind the scenes cutting the poster board. I'm going to show y'all right here. I'm in behind the scenes cutting the poster board. I'm making myself useful and productive. So I don't waste time, because time is money. And time waits for no man. Trust me, I know. Oh God, I love our channel insiders. Time waits for no man. Trust me, I know. And so you gotta subscribe for the vibe so you can be inside. Okay, bellissima. Bellissima. That looks goodness. Okay. So now we have this. We have the top. I haven't even started cutting anything out just so we can get the pieces together. All right. So now that we got that, we're going to go back. We're going to go to our layers. And now we can actually turn these. Okay. So now, okay. Okay, so these are the last two. Now, this being all the way over there, what is that doing? I don't know what that's about. Well, boom, we'll let that breathe down there. And then let's go ahead and attach these two so that way we can make it. Now, y'all see how it thinks my mat is much larger than it is? I don't know how it did that because my mat is only 12 by 12. But for some reason, it thinks my mat is a 12 by 24, but you can see my mat is a 12 by 12. I don't know how people say to do this hack, but this is how I stumble upon it sometimes. Because it's still going to cut. Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, it's not even literally over the 12. Maybe it's just the spacing of the two. I don't really know. Because, yeah, I'm like, it's literally within the 12 by 12. But I don't know why it's reading a 12 by 24. But it never does this when I need to actually do the hack. I'm like, when I can't do it. Ooh, y'all, this 222. Say a prayer and make a wish because God loves us. Boom. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and I did get this piece. Okay, great. Okay, so I just want to make sure it would fit enough, and it does. And it's so funny because it gave me this size mat. When I tell you God's sense of humor, one thing God has is a sense of humor. You can't convince me he doesn't. Okay. So and it's so unevenly cut. I'm like, it's not even fitting on the mat for real. Oh my golly. Because it definitely needs to be fed through. So I'm like, let me clean it up a bit. Try to get it as straight as possible, which is not my specialty. But it's off. And that's all that matters. Boom. And that's all that matters, is that it fits enough to do just that. Because we don't even need the ends. Yeah, the more I think about it, I think I do want to use my printer and my paper and try print then cut. Now imagine a print then cut don't work. I need to stop thinking like that, but I'm telling you, it would grind my gears, honey. Would grind my gears. Okay, so it does have a score and then a cut. Okay, and it's waiting to be loaded. And that is so funny because it is cutting as if it's a 12 by 24. And I have heard people say that you could tape several mats together. But again, I can only find this one mat. I don't know where my other mats are. And that is very annoying because I would like to have them. And that's just the fact of the matter. Okay, so these must be the side pieces. Yeah, because we haven't done the bottom yet. We've done the front. We've done the top. I think we've done the back. I'm like, I think we've done the back. Hold on. Or is this... I don't know. Yeah, this is the back. This is the front. This is the top. these are the size. So if anything, I could probably change that in the design settings. So yeah, top, front, back, and then side pieces. And then the last thing we need would be the 8x8 that everything sits in for the most parts. I said, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But I have faith in us. I believe in us. I'm like, we are doing great. Especially now that we figured things out. It's nothing but a little test, a little trial. Nothing that we can't fix. Nothing that we didn't fix. I'm telling you, this scoring stylus looks so good. Those lines look so good. Especially for this extra thick 6-ply poster board. 6-ply. When I'm on Google and it's talking about like poster board cutting for my particular Cricut machine, it was like, yeah, you can cut to like what. When I researched could you do 6, it said yes, but initially it was just talking about poster board cutting for 2-ply, 4-ply as normal. And then I'm checking mine. I'm like, well, let me just see what this crafting poster board that I have, and it's like 6-ply, and I'm like, smoky voice, dang, like that. But for the box, it could be a major necessity. And then this sticker paper that we use also is very durable. I was thinking about that too. I'm like, people have to get into this bag. But the point of it is the bag is a custom keepsake. So I'm like, hey, you might have to cut it, rip it, open it up right here. Yeah. But, oh, my battery died. Hold on, guys. Like, let me get another battery. Wasn't expecting that. Like my batteries. Oh, I don't even think. Well, did I? I feel like I did charge it. We've been here for an hour and a half, and been here longer than an hour running my mouth. All right, be back. Okay. But yeah, this paper is good for the snack wraps. I love the snack wraps. The lighter wraps. I'm like, it looks good on lighters. Looks good on water bottles. It looks good. And that's why I'm like, I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, I don't know if, like I said, I don't think we're going to stay here for the printing cut because we've already been here for an hour. But if anything, I think I can do some filming for y'all and let it be a short. Okay, so boom. We have top. We have front. We have back. We have sides. 8x8x4. The last thing that we're going to do is the actual base, which when we make this, it does say that it's actually 8 inches by 8 inches. So I'm like, hopefully we have at least 9x9 of this. Okay, great. So I'm like, so we have a little bit of giving room for this to cut. I do like to have a little room for it to groove, if you get what I'm saying. And it looks like we do. And like I said, that'll definitely help determine how much, not even how much, but yeah, it should be able to bundle nicely. with these dimensions, as these were the preferred dimensions, as I stated, from the crafting courses that I have been attending. So here we are with our 12 by 12 basic mat. It just needs to be a basic square. No scoring necessary for this one. So just gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh look, right, it's just ready to be loaded up. No scoring, all cut. And that's exactly why I like for it to have a little give room. Ooh, close, close. Ooh, God is good. When I tell you cutting it close, quite literally, wow. And I had too much groove room on the wrong side. Because I'm telling you, close, 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 close. Look at all that excess over there. But it's cool. Because it all worked out. It all worked out. All right, so now that I'm done with this for now, I see my brand is this way, so I like to start at the bottom, then brush it up, 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 up. Okay, so this is the inside, which means, yeah, that popcorn, the chip bag will get in there just fine. The drinks, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's why I'm like, yeah, because it's gonna have, some walls to it. So that's gonna fit nicely. So the boxes are 8 by 8 by 4, ideally, if you want to get somewhere. If you want to get somewhere. So now I'm debating if I wanted to, I'm like, because I use the cutting machine, but I'm like, just so I don't have to deal with any fraying ends, it just makes it easier to just, because this is a super thick poster board, because as you can see from my example that we did earlier, I don't want the fraying edges. So in trying to be as professional as possible, just cut along the cuts. Because like I said, the cut did much more than I ever could have done. I can't even cut a straight line, but I can cut on some perforated lines. And look at me talking all that, and I'm still coming in a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. But that's what I do. It'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, I definitely recommend just cutting it. I'm focused, man. You should know this, man. When I say I'm so focused, it just made me think about the fact that I'm mad focused on this. I'm talking mad focused. Like, oh, you don't wanna cut up, huh? Oh, we gotta get my little production going. Ooh. Okay. I like the way that popped off. Quite literally. Okay. Okay. Showing what you do then. All right. Okay, now this lid I'm a little nervous about. Like, this lid. I'm trying to leave it snaggle look. I'm like, I almost want to call it snaggletooth, but I'm like, I don't even know if that's the word. It's raggedy. That's what I'm looking for. Not that snaggletooth is raggedy, but I'm like, it's that's what I was looking for. Raggedy. Ugh. Oof. Yeah, this lid was not my best work. This cutting. Told you I can't draw a straight line. That's why I love the machinery, but this one still need a little human touch to it for this much. Okay. We survived that. We survived that. Okay, and then I'm trying to clean it up and I'm gonna cut something up, so let me. Okay. Okay, but look, this is only our first day out here, so it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'm like, it can get better. I believe in it. I believe in it. And I'm like, this is much better than any other something that I've tried from YouTube that has most certainly been a flop, fail, and won't try again. So I come back to the drawing board. But this one, I'm like, the drawing board is paying off. The drawing board is actually coming through. All right, y'all. So it is starting to drizzle. It might thunderstorm mizzle. So if the Y fizzle come pizzles, just know that it's all love, baby. Okay? Cause yeah, I hear it thundering out there. Look like Jesus be taking pictures when it start lightning. They was talking about some cloud combusted with lightning. Something. I was like, child, I ain't seen that one yet. Okay, so this little hook right here, I gotta figure out what we're doing about this one. Cause I'm like, maybe I could come down to the middle and then maybe come in. But that one, okay, that did something. But that one I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna. Maybe I should do that. Cut that off first, okay, and then get up in there. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut that off. Okay. All right. Popping off nicely. Okay. All right, I like that. Okay. All right. Hi, y'all. So boom, we got all of the pieces cut out. Alright, let me move my laptop out of the way. Alright, my laptop, my iPad, child. Okay, so this is the center, so we will move that. And then we got folding in to fold out. Okay, so boom. I don't even know why I'm trying to press down the perforate lines like this isn't the burnishing tool for stuff like that. I know Cricut users are like, girl, make it make sense. I know. Okay, so boom, right. Make it make sense, honey. Right. I don't know why I'm just now. Y'all, just only on like our third day out here, okay? So I'm definitely gonna have to spend some time trying to figure out how to print then cut these images, because I definitely think that would be the finishing touch for the razzle dazzle of the box. All right. And again, doing this in real time definitely helps me understand why people charge what they charge. Because I'm like, imagine having to do this 100 times. Again, this is why I think in production, even though for right now, this is just the way to show you, you know, how to use what you have. I don't know, because I'm like, even if you, I don't know. Because I'm like, when I have gotten boxes, I have gotten boxes that still required assembly, but not to this point. It was just more like popping it together. This is actually, I mean, hey, I made this from a poster board. I'm talking about any made this mug. But some people enjoy doing stuff like this. I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy doing it. I'm just going to say that it is time consuming. This is the part that is tedious, not necessarily laborious, but definitely tedious and does require time, and definitely tedious. I can't stress tedious enough. I mean, we spent an hour trying to figure stuff out. So when I say tedious, I mean, hey, maybe you'll get it the first go around. Hey, sometimes the third time is a charm for me. But maybe it's just a wop bop boo wop, a wop bop bam for you. So there's that. We're all different. And again, I guess because I do have to. place it down first before I... Okay. And I'm like, this piece, okay, it does have. I'm gonna say this doesn't have anything that needs to be folded, but it most certainly does. It does. And I can't even glue it together right now because I'm really thinking that I'm going to print then cut the rest of the party box. I feel like at this point it's only right. Again, scared money don't make no money. So we've already invested this much time, money, and effort into it. Got to see it through at this point, eh? Got to see it through. Okay. Say less. Say less. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, now honestly, because this side does not have the preferred line, should I have let the inside be the outside? Oh, it's going to be covered anyway. Tweaking. But I'm still debating. Yeah, because I'm like, for the purpose... I do think I want the... Okay, I guess, yeah. It'll be fine. Alright, so, like... This is... No, that's the side. Like, this is the back. Yup. Okay, so boom, that's the back. All right, y'all. So just pretend like the box is all glued up and ready to go. I'm trying to hold it so that it does not fall apart. But this is essentially what it would look like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, that's all you had to catch the vision when the vision was there. Hope you caught the vision. Okay. Just leave it like that. Boom. That's the vision for the goodies. Child, I'm like, I don't even think one lighter could be sat down on this bad baby. But, boom. The vision for the treat box. And then all we have to do at this point is the big reveal. Which at this point, like I said, will be done in short format. So, let's wrap this up because literally... It's time to wrap this box like we wrapped our snacks, okay? Well, let's wrap this up by saying our Course in Miracle, not only because we believe in it, but because we know that it works. And we know that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, as it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. As we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? And I mean, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve this world, as there is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't be insecure around you, as we are all made to shine as God's children do, and we are born to make manifest the glory of God within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in each and every one of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give us permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. And with that being said, be good, be great, look good, don't hate. Spread love because that's what a real mob do. And keep it gangster. Look out for your people because that's what the real gangsters do. Subscribe for the vibes. And until next time, you know it's me, KD, your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader, all things divine. Checking out until the next live, okay? Like I said, make sure you check out part 1, 2, and 3. Okay, make sure you check out the shorts because like I said, I'll end up putting this in a short. I do have the printing short on the way, all that good stuff. But like I said, check out 1, 2, 3, share with your friends, tag me in anything that you make, hashtag curated by KD and me. Okay, so that way I get to see what y'all are creating from our creations. So yeah, no one told you. I'm here to tell you God loves you, Jesus loves you, I love you. If you love him in turn, you will love yourself because y'all know how them angels be about you. You know how they do. Okay, so kisses and toodles. KD is clocking out until the next live. As soon as I can clock out, y'all, because I'm like, look, because see, I'm like, I'm so busy trying to clock out.